Hey everyone, I wanted to speak real quickly about Saturn and as Saturn relates to responsibility. Now, we all have different Saturn signs. We all do. Some of our Saturn signs are teaching us through our placements, which expresses themselves with self-talk. And when the self-talk isn't sufficient enough to make a change, external results will occur and different circumstances will come into our lives so that we choose to change or stay the same. With Saturn, Saturn is a non-nurturing planet. Saturn, and that's why Saturn falls in Cancer. Because the moon, which rules Cancer and is exalted in Taurus, is a very nurturing planet. Because emotions lack logic and reasoning, meaning that you cannot make sense in the real world, what is here and present today, out of emotions. Because a lot of the emotions that we feel, if we express them, they don't go along with building in the reality. And Saturn is about building in the reality. And those things that are not capable of building in the reality, when it comes to Saturn, those are the things that are unacceptable. And that is point blank, period. Point blank, period. There are zero gray lines. It's a black and white thing. So when it comes to taking responsibility, it's tough. And it's tough because the moment that we decide to accept responsibility, that gives the power to us as individuals to make a change. Now, the burden of that is very heavy. And that is why Capricorns are very responsible signs. And from the outside looking in, a lot of people, other signs will look at that as, wow, they're burdened, or they're cold, or that they do not care about the feelings. And this is the difference when it comes to Saturn between adulthood. Because, and this is also the understanding of balance. And that's why Saturn is exalted in Libra. And although Libra is an air sign, Libra has the capacity at least to express concern or at least acknowledge what a person is going through. When it comes to responsibility for your life and decisions that you make, there is an entirely different thing if you're going through some challenges, which we all do. We're all humans. This is the human experience. We're all going to have challenges. However, through those challenges, there's a difference between, at least in the mirror, looking at yourself and saying that this is a challenge. I'm struggling. This is something that I will change. Versus using your moon energy and nurturing yourself and lying to, or using your Jupiter's energy or Neptune energy to delude yourself. And when it comes to balance in your chart, you have to be real in analyzing, or you can get a reading from an astrologer to help you decipher through which areas are you more inclined to delude yourself and have yourself in delusions, and which areas of your life, when it comes to your chart, are you gonna just natural based on your nature take responsibility. And Saturn is the king of that. Saturn is the king of that. And Saturn, the beautiful thing about Saturn is that we will get these lessons in reality so that we can make those adjustments. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to being a human and moving forward in life, the key is, if you would like to manifest, which a lot of spiritualists really, I guess, leave this part out, but in order to create something new, you have to take responsibility of the destruction of something old. Because how can you create something new without destroying whatever that was old, that's taking up the space, time, thoughts, feelings that are being spent on the old? And that's why Saturn rules time. So, for example, if you're dealing with an addiction, and say you're dealing with some form of addiction, and once you indulge or overindulge into whatever substance that is, that indulgence is going to take you away from your goals, because your head space is not clear enough and you're incoherent. So you can't create the space or time to focus on your new goals, to create something new. I hope I'm making sense, and I hope that you're following me. Responsibility is the cornerstone, of your change and of building in the reality. Before things materialize in the reality, there must be a shift and a change from within, because nothing's going to fall into your lap for most of us. So I just wanted to hop on, share that insight with you. It's Thursday. I hope everyone's having a marvelous Thursday. I will speak to you soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.